Yeah, okay. Good evening, students at home and my viewers. It's quite been an age. This evening, again, we have come to also study once again, that is instrumentation, and that's general instrumentation. So, we were supposed to have come earlier on, but please just pardon me for coming by this time around. The presentation is not going to take our time, and in the comment section, I want you to just say hi, just to see that you are with us. Say hi, hi in comment section. Okay, so I can see you people, you are available. So this evening again, we are going to continue our discussion on instrumentation. In this first class, we look at what instrumentation is all about as the foundation of scientific observation and measurements. Then we set out some learning objective that what you also and me at the end of the day, what we must have achieved. So we also look at what instrumentation is, that is the science and technology of measuring and controlling physical and biological parameters. Then we look at major component of instrumentation system, principle of instrumentation or measurements, types of measurement parameters, manual versus automated instruments, in which I gave you an assignment on that, which we are able to discuss on the WhatsApp community forum. Okay, we also look at the accuracy, precision, and sensitivity, data acquisition and processing, calibration. We look at the issue of calibration, that whatever is going to be your measurement, you need to compare it with a certain standard. For example, the pH, you compare it pH of 4, 7, as well as 10. Okay, then we also look at errors in measurement. The error could be as a result of human-made error, as a result of environmental influence or environmental interference. Though then we were able to look at maintaining your regular maintenance of your equipment will ensure that you have your specificity is very, very correct. So we talk about maintenance and care, safety in instrumentation, example of a common instrument, we look at the summary. After that, we look at what are the general definition and scope of instrumentation. Then we also look at instrumentation could be into physical, chemical, as well as a biological phenomena. Okay. Then we look at historical development, the scope of overview, analytical instrumentation, process of instrumentation. We look at biomedical instrumentation, environmental, industrial, emerging areas. So that is the area of artificial intelligence integrated monitoring system. The last time we started with this, that is instrumentation in education. That is what is the role played by instrumentation in education system. So we also look at the role that data science integration is playing in accurate measurement. So, and thank God for some of us that have actually registered for data science that is going to help you, is going to enhance your understanding of your uh, of biology. It's going to enhance your understanding about measurement, about interpretation of data, which you can apply in finance, in any other area that you know. Okay, so we also look at challenges, and part of the challenges include the high cost of equipment, need for skilled personnel, as well as resource limited as we have it in in Nigeria or in Africa. So we also look at importance of instrumentation in life sciences. So we said it is an enhancer. Okay, so data science is an enhancer in instrumentation. So well, the more you have knowledge in instrumentation, the more employable you become, the more chances of you getting employment at any point in time, because any equipment that you can make use of, manipulate very well in the laboratory is going to enhance your chances of employability. Okay, so we also look at accuracy in measurement, research, and discovery. So we actually said that discovery of DNA structure, which was as a result of it was a X-ray diffraction and visualization of that. That was exactly what led into the discovery of the double helix of DNA, which up to today it is very, very important for us, not only in biology, in molecular biology, as well as in genetics and some other. So we are able to also look at some of the clinical equipment, clinical laboratory equipment like spectrophotometers, ELISA readers, PCR machine. I mentioned of what PCR machine are and what we actually understand by PCR. So environmental monitoring. Don't forget that I said that earlier on, the behavior, the accuracy of your equipment or your measurement will actually depend on the environmental factors. So, for example, you want to weigh environment. The environment has a large impact on the accuracy of your measurement. For example, you want to weigh, use a kind of a weighing balance, and when you want to do your weighing, you are very close to where you have disturbance or we have interference from um, from the environment. Okay, so and I said that under normal circumstance, quality control is very, very important. Quality control is very, very important. What do we mean by quality control? So it is a measure that is being put in place in order to make sure that you obtain an accurate, precise, and well documented results. So, and that's why you cannot just joke with quality control in pharmaceutical industry. Yeah, can't joke with that. Apart from that, the same thing like water products, impurities, measurement of this and so on and so forth. You can't do with that. Okay. So automation and efficiency. What do we mean by automation and efficiency? We have been able to see that Automated instruments improve speed and reduce human error. We have said that under normal circumstances, you do a lot. The more you know um, how to manipulate your measurement or your equipment, or how to utilize or use your equipment, will actually give you an edge over what you are going to see. So we say that automated instruments will improve speed as well as reduce human errors. So an examples include auto analyzers and programmable spectrometer used in continuous monitoring system. So don't forget that we said the more you reduce the interference, the manipulation of human, I mean by human, is the more you are going to make sure that you get very precise and accurate measurement of your work. So a manual machine, you cannot compare a manual equipment to the one you are going to make use of that is digital. That digital is going to reduce your human error in it. So that is why automation is very close to efficiency. We believe that the more automated your equipment is, the more efficient the equipment is going to be, because you don't need more of. And nowadays, just like we said, that nowadays we now have integration by artificial intelligence, and that's telling you that whatever instrument that you can actually have, that you have that is it is integratable. You can integrate artificial intelligence on it. That is very, very important for you. So I want you to believe that the more you train yourself, the more digital inclined you become, the more your efficiency. So if anybody just come across you and see whatever you are coming with your certificate, and they are asking you, can you work in our laboratory? What equipment can you or can you are you good at? Can you operate this? Can you operate that? And when you are not saying, I know how to operate with the use of a computer, or maybe let's say what you are pointing at is just manual equipment. So you are not going to be as employable as somebody that knows how can you use automated machine. That is, how can you integrate, how can you make use of computer, how can you make use of artificial intelligence in the area of interpreting your result on measurement. So, and that's why to me, it's still like a very big opportunity for some of us who have not actually joined the free webinar on data science. That time is still right for you, so that you'll be able to join it. The more inclined you are into digital, the more your chances of getting employed, and the more that you could actually have opportunity of working at a lower level. So then I said data storage and analysis. So everything that you can talk about in this modern world, if it is not talking about digital, if it is not based on data, if your decision is not based on data, everything you need to do, you have to think data, you hit data, you formate data, you prophesy. If you want to predict, you predict with data. So what we are saying in essence is biological sciences has become the science of data, biodata. So what we are saying in essence is just, I used to tell us that the biology of then is no more than you just come to the laboratory, bring out your microscope, bring out this and bring out, and then and you carry out field work and so, and your biology will just end there. Nowadays, whatever training you have, whatever experience we are going to talk about, if you don't know how to make of data, You don't know how to make use of data, you don't know how to store your data, you don't know how to analyze data, you don't know how to retrieve the data. So that's why we say modern instruments store and process data electronically. So in those days, everything was being operated in manual. You move around with manual equipment, and most of what you will do, they are not accurate. So most of what you do is that it was not so accessible to people. So what I'm saying in essence is that modern instruments store and process data electronically. So enabling easy retrieval, data analysis, and integration with bioinformatics tool for deeper insight. I've just told you that whatever the decision anybody is going to make from now or in the future, it has to be based on data. You have to think data, you have to eat data, you have to drink data, you have to sleep with data, you have to wake up with data. Everything you have to do, it has to be based on data, including who you are going to marry. It has to be with data. You have to base your you have to base your policy, you have to base your principle, you have to base whatever decision is going to be that you are going to take, you have to base it on data. So what we are saying in essence is just that you have to know how to make use of this data. And by the grace of God, I have just told you that bioinformatics is in the newest bride, and we are going to do that by the grace of God. It's a different course in second semester, that is bioinformatics. And if you do not have the knowledge of data science, you don't know how to make use of data, honestly speaking, understanding bioinformatics might be too difficult for you. And that is that. Then teaching and training. Student trained in instrumentation understand. So if anybody is going for training, or if anybody wants to be trained at all, you have to be knowledgeable in both theoretical and applied aspect of science. And what aspect of science that we have been talking about? Application. What has been the missing gap between being a biologist in the past and the biology of today? In the past, we only depend on theory. Everything we do, we base it on theory and practical. Whatever we see, we just base it there. But nowadays science is a science that has to do with the application of that science. And that's why we said hands-on learning enhances problem solving and analytical skills. Okay. So what are the economic importance of instrumentation? Instrumentation supports health, it supports industry and environmental sectors, thereby contributing significantly to national development and job creation. I've just said this to you. I told you that um, the more you become knowledgeable in the use of instrumentation, the more you increase your chances of being uh, being employable and in job creation as well. Okay, so instrumentation also assists us in disease detection and control. For example, rapid diagnostic instruments such as a PCR that we use for pathogen detection improve disease management and prevention, thereby saving life through this. In those days, before you be able to diagnose somebody or any disease, that is going to be after a long time. But nowadays, with the use of a molecular machine, the use of more modern digital equipment, you can diagnose machine, I mean, diseases even within very shortest period of time. That is about within just a few hours, you'll be able to detect, diagnose correctly. Okay. So how can we make sure that there is sustainability and environmental impact of instrumentation? By providing data on waste, pollution and ecosystem changes. Instrumentation aid aid sustainable practices and promote environmental observation. So all these are part of what you see. So now, what does the future hold in the area of instrumentation? What can you be hoping to do in the area of instrumentation? In which area do you need to improve? What are the challenges? So we have said that the future challenge, the future prospects include nanotechnology, that is, the use of a very small technology in order to be so robotics, artificial intelligence will revolutionize life sciences, leading to smarter, automated analytical system. So what I've been telling you all this while is just that the data science, data analysis should be the primary, should be your prospect. If you are not good in data analysis, honestly speaking, you might find it very difficult to still remain to be a biologist. So that is you need to that. So at the end of the day, at the end of all our discussions so far, especially in this last aspect of this course, which is this lecture, is instrumentation. It has transformed from biological phenomena into very measurable, not only that, actionable data. That is the data that you can use in making your informed consent and making your informed decision about anything. And it is going to remain the backbone of research. No matter what, life will continue. Life will just be changing from one, that is, there will be advancement. And if there is advancement, that means the field of instrumentation will also become so advanced so as to help our research, so to help our innovation and also education in life sciences. So this is exactly what presentation I have to give to you today. And summarily, you know that this is the third series of this presentation that is has to do with general instrumentation. So what we are going to do is that I want you to go back from lecture 1 to lecture 3. I want you to go back, and by the grace of God, the next time we will meet, I'm going to give you a kind of a small quiz on it, which is going to be recorded, which is going to be in form of a snap test. So, once again, I really want to appreciate you. Thank you for your listening attention. So, if there is any question, let me know in the comment section. If there's any comment or any area, let me know in the comment section. Yes. Some people are just online, so they are not making any contribution. So please, if you are still there, please, if you have any question, just say. Okay. Okay. So if there's no question, I want to appreciate you. We'll meet in the next meeting. Thank you.